Hello and welcome to Dan's Bluecast. I am going to be updating you on the press conference of Sean Dyche. Just listen to it. Don't know what you was all thinking when you listened to it, but I'll go through the thoughts of what I was thinking. I'm not going to have someone on for this. It's just what I'm going to do. I mean, I've just started the channel up, so my plans are to, straight after the press conference, I'm going to give my feedback on what I thought of what he said, what Sean Dyche said, and the questions. And I'm always going to drop that straight after. That's going to be my thing. And then I'm going to, before the match, post-match, I'm going to try and get someone on, different people, 2 or 3 maybe, or just one, or even myself sometimes if people ain't available before the match to give the thoughts before the Everton matches. And then I'm going to do an after-match as I did the Liverpool game. Loads to learn. I will get it right. I will get this good for you. It's just going to be a Toffee Hub fans. And here we go. So on the Sean Dyche interview, the questions that was asked, the guy at the start did get straight to the point. He really did get straight to the point. He was like straight away brutal. Like, do you feel that they've mistreated you basically for you not getting a striker? And I was, it was the questions that we want, that probably Sean Dyche to be asked, because we're thinking the same thing. But Sean Dyche then went on to say, no, they worked hard to get players in. I was there. He went back to the story. Oh, we've worked tirelessly. Yeah. And he was saying that they've worked so hard on that night. But I was thinking to myself, why didn't you work hard before Sean Dyche was here? It's all right, Sean Dyche saying, oh, we worked hard that night. But it wasn't just that night that you had to bring in a striker. Now, we know that we've wanted a striker for ages, for a long, long time. Like, you could say Lampard, Mopé wasn't good enough. We've got him, yeah, but he's still a striker to play with a centre forward. And we know Calvert-Lewin is injury prone. We know. So I was, even after we brought in Mopé, we should have brought a centre forward in to cover Calvert-Lewin getting injured. Now, this transfer window, we let Rondon go, like him or not. We let him go. Probably the only centre forward other than Calvert-Lewin that can head a ball. And we let him go. So it was absolute criminal for me not to bring a striker in the window before the last, but to not bring one in under the Sean Dyche window was criminal. And I just think to myself, why wasn't you working hard? Because you had all over that World Cup to bring a striker in. Why wasn't you working hard to bring a striker in before Sean Dyche come in? He should have come in and they should have gone, yes, we'll get you this, that and the other. They shouldn't have been working hard that night. That shows how bad the club was run. So that got to me when he said that, because I understand Sean Dyche. Yeah, he can only do so much. I don't think it's on him. I think it's on either Kevin Farewell, or it might not even be him. He might not get the say. I definitely think it comes down to the board and it comes down to Ken Wright. But I just want to hit you with that part because it really did boil me when they acted like that was the only night they could get a striker. So that question was asked, and the main topic was striker, because that is the main topic for us at the minute. And then they moved on to... they asked questions about who's going to be available. And I thought Patterson would be available. And he said Patterson's training with the under 21s. I think they're playing tomorrow. And I think James Garner as well, he said, is playing under the under 21s as well. So these are 2 players that I was hoping that was going to come in for this Leeds game, but he said they're playing the under 20. He did go on to say that he's going to watch them play that game. Whether, I don't know, whether he'd make the big move of saying, you played good that game, I'll have you this. I'm not sure. Now, Sean Dyche did his normal, like, when you say, do you need a striker? I've got strikers. I've got these players. He isn't going to down-talk the players that he's got. He is, because it will go back to the players. And if he goes and says, yes, we need this, yes, we need that, the players that we have got in those positions are going to probably think they're not good enough. And it's probably going to knock the confidence down more when the confidence is already low. So he obviously backed the players up that he's got. I mean, he did say Sims is a young lad, and he's not. He's going to be a growing player. And he obviously mentioned Mope. They then went on to talk about the midfield. Garner Gay. I'm just going to give you my reactions. You probably already watched the press, but I'm just going to tell you the bits that I pulled out myself and what I thought about it, just to give you a reaction on it, fan reaction on the press. And he then went on to say, which I was surprised, Garner Gay has come out and said, like, basically in the derby, the tackles didn't go in. They didn't show they wanted it enough. I don't think Sean Dyche knew that Garner Gay was going to come out and say that. And he looked a bit shocked. Well, because he was like, well, if he thinks that, then that is something that these players have said. If he thinks that, then he's got to put it across to the team. He didn't say he'd come to me and said that. So he was a bit shocked, which shocked me because I thought he'd already known. But he then went on to say he was happy with the Arsenal performance, and he doesn't think the derby performance was that far off it. It was in the game at 0-0, and it was just a little bit off it, is what he kept saying. It was close. Sometimes it's just that little bit that can get you to where you need to be. And he just said they didn't have that oomph where they could do it. So he was happy with the derby. And I know a lot of Evertonians at the minute are fuming with the derby because they felt like they didn't try at all. I mean, I felt like they didn't turn up at all. And I wasn't that happy with it. But I do understand his point that we was in the game at the start. And if it did hit the post, then maybe we would have seen a different game. But I wasn't happy with the performance around that. So those was the points, really. They then spoke about Leeds. He said he went to watch Leeds at Forest. And he was saying how good they are. Leeds was better than Forest, but Forest got the win. Every game's hard. They asked him in the questions, do you think that this is the deciding game on whether we stay up? They obviously asked that question. Is this the big do or die game? He said no. I look at the end to see whether we've stayed up or not. Every game is a do and die game. He looked a little bit rattled, but I do trust Sean Dyche. So I'm still behind him 100%. He's had 2 games. He's picked up 3 points. And I am behind him. I am. I mean, listening to that press conference, he was saying that the midfield have got to get goals as well, which is true. He's played Decore and he's played Onana above Garner Gay, pushing behind the strikers. Now, they've got to start driving and chipping in with goals, whoever they play behind. It's not just the goals coming from the striker. It's got to be the midfielders have got to chip in. They've got to chip in. And goals, I feel, will come from the midfield as well. Because I want to see, I mean, I'm not going to talk about this match that much, but I want to see Decore and Onana pushing, driving behind, looking to get goals. They need to start whipping goals in as well. And we need our wingers to score as well. You look at other teams, wingers are scoring. They are chipping in with goals. It's not just on the striker. Anybody can score goals. Last one I'll say on this is that I think he got a little bit frustrated on this. The last reporter said, you basically implied that Sean Dyche is just focusing on set pieces. That's it. And Sean Dyche was like, I don't just focus on set pieces. Set pieces is a massive part of the game, and it would be stupid not to take them seriously, as they are a part where you can score. So he didn't like that one, and it was just a bit. It didn't end well on that question, but yeah, I'm ready. I am ready. I think there wasn't much out of the press conference, like I say, other than me thinking James Garner was going to play, and maybe Patterson was going to come in and play, and realising that they're not. There wasn't much to take from that press conference. It was the normal so-so. We played well, Arsenal. We played shit in the derby, didn't turn up. But he wants that Arsenal performance back. So that's where we're at. So that's my coverage on the press conference. I will be doing this after every press conference. I will sometimes get people on and share their thoughts after what he says. But my main thing, I will always cover it because I want the latest news, and I'll cover transfers when we get to that stage. But I just want to cover the press things. Sometimes it will be more interesting than what it was today. But big game. Big game. Not going to say much on the game because I will drop another video on Friday with... I'll get someone on that I know. If any of you, like, if you watch this now back, if you are interested on coming on this, I just want this to be, because I didn't do a starter of what I want this channel to be, because I went straight in match reaction to the derby. I want this to be a fan hub where you just come on this YouTube channel and there's 4 or 5 Evertonians in the place saying what they think before the game, saying what they think after the game, and you can just click on it and see what Everton fans think. That is my aim of this. And I want it. I will get it to take off. It's going to take me a while. I mean, I've had a few negative things on me already. People coming in trying to make accounts and just try and say it's shit. I've only done 1 stream. My confidence isn't that high in it yet, and I'm learning all the little things at the bottom. I'm going to get it good. I've still got to pay bits and bobs to get it to look more professional. But I will do this. I'm determined, because in my head I can see what I want it to be. I do a lot of the spaces and have about 6, 7 Evertonians on it, and I host it, and I love it. I've got them all different personalities, all thinking different things, and I come off it and I love it. And I want this to be the same. This channel, my Dan's cast to be the same. Just 2, 3, 4, 5 Evertonians saying what they think. I'll host it to make sure they're not talking over each other, and you just get to see what Evertonians think before the game, after the game. Share the journey, and they'll just be live on my channel, and that's my aim, and I will push to do that. And I've had people, like I say, trying to chuck a dampener on what I'm doing, but I won't stop. I'll just keep releasing the videos, and I will get better. I will get more confident. I'll keep dropping them straight after the 3 videos after the press conference, before the game, and after the game. And like I say, the ones before and the ones after will be more interesting, because they're going to be more fan reaction. And if you don't like me, there will be other people on, and I hope you like them. If you don't like them, probably just don't like a lot of people, but I will try and get people on that you like, and I will get this good. I promise. I will push this to be a good little fan hub. So yeah, that's just an explanation of what I want to do, because I should have done an introduction video of my channel, but I didn't. So here we go, up the fucking toffees. And Leeds, massive game. Absolutely massive. I can't wait, because I feel like I need to put that derby right. So many players didn't turn up, and I'm hoping it's burning inside that they didn't turn up, and they're going to be wanting to play that next game to put things right. And Sean Dyche is going to push them to do that. And we need to beat Leeds. And if we beat Leeds, I think we come out of the that bottom 3, which is massive for me, because once you come out of it, you can battle to stay out of it. I don't like being in it. Up the fucking toffees. If you do come on this and you can like and subscribe, hit the like button if you can. Like and subscribe. It gets my subs up, more people commenting and stuff, and I can interact with the comments, because I've just started. Yeah, there we go. There's a comment. Yeah, it's hard when Trevor, he's a good lad. It's your boss, Dan, at this. Just do your thing. Yeah, some people have tried to knock me, and I really don't know why. I just started it up and been nice to everyone. Don't know why people have jumped on, and I think they've deliberately... I think I know what's gone on, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep doing it, because I just want my own thing, and I've got my own idea. And I was sitting having an idea at home of what I want, and I thought, my partner just said, do it, just try and do it. So I want like a couple of Evertonians. If you go on my Twitter is it's not the same as, it's not called Dan's Bluecast. My Twitter's called Toffee Blue Blood 1. If you look it up, come on my Twitter, send me a DM. And if you want to go on the channel, just tell me. Now, you can come on this with a blank screen. If you haven't got the cameras and stuff, you can come on it with a blank screen. I can just put the screen blank, and I can put you as a voice, and you can be a speaker like a call. Like I say, I'm doing these before the game and after the game. So if you just DM me that you want to do it, I send you the link. It's as simple as that. I send you the link, and you get the link. You come on. You can just be a voice, or if you've got the cameras and stuff, you can be a camera, and the camera will be on you. So, yeah. It will be good. It should be good. I'll get more people on. Thanks for that comment. I will keep going. I will keep pushing it. And like I say, like and subscribe to get the channel going for me. Up the fucking toffees.